A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once.
Notorious Victorialus Erastus Necessitas.
Welcome one and all, this is Blaezer RTW. I am good. I hope you are too. 2 up again outside, so I'm inside sweating my tits off basically, but there we go. You can see virtually I'm taking myself for a nice walk through the park, walking the dog, having a few blazers, and some rude people have decided to have a battle in the middle of my woods. So let's watch that while we spark up whatever we're going to spark up and drink whatever we're going to drink. So straight from the last game, which I commented on because I've literally just done it, but I'm not sure when it will come out with respect for it. It should come out straight after actually, or the one after. We've got Thor's hammer. I'll make the same joke again. I hope that's not a euphemism. Yeah. And he is Greece. Doesn't look like he's got any cav. What's that? 5 armoured hoplites, 5 Spartans, some archers, and some Cretan archers. It's a 4-player, and looking at the time, I think it's scored, because obviously it takes ages to chase down the routers, which obviously I'll just, I'll cut out at the end. So the second player is Macedon. This is Tyr of the epic of epic 4v4s. Sacrificing himself for our cause fame. So he might fancy a little bit of revenge for me just pretty much leaving him to get totally destroyed while I ran off and claimed all the glory with the other 2. So we'll see if he gets his revenge, or we'll see if it's probably more the case that he's a newer player and he's just playing a lot. So we'll see. So he looks like he's gone 6 companion cav, 6 royal pikes, and 6 archers. Not bad. I probably it looks like it's 15k. I might have been tempted to actually split the archers, have 2 and then have a couple of Cretan archers and lose 1 or 2 of the pikes and then have gold pikes as well. That would probably be the only thing I'd be different there. We've got SBQR as well, who is Spider. He's a good player. I'm guessing his army's all in these woods. I can't do it now because I'm not in the game, I don't think. But if you don't know and you want to see if there's anything hidden, if I just started off and I saw that there, and I want to see if his army's in here or in here, say, what you need to do is get any other troops out of the screen, come up to it, and then press your middle mouse button, and if it zooms into the trees, into nothing, effectively just into the base of the trees, that's where they are, and it'll do it in a wide scope. So if they were in those trees on the right and I did it there and click now, it would zoom across over here, and that's a pretty useful thing to have. And I think you can also see the ground is slightly different where they're stood on it, I think. But we'll have a look at his army when it comes out. And then finally Carthage, me. Yeah, it's boring, but we'll see. So yeah, I've got 4 Sacred Band. Look like I've got 2 round shields hiding. It might actually be more than 15k by the look of it. It might be like 20k, I don't know. But I've got 4 Balearic. No, it is 15k. 4 Balearic Slingers, 2 normal Slingers, and I think that's it. We went through all 4, didn't we? Yeah, went through all 4. Right, let's get this show on the road. So it looks like I was hoping to face the SBQR, but that was probably more likely because there's a slight hill here. I don't know what map this is. I want to say Italian lowland, but I'm not sure. SBQR is just going to be on the beta, so he's just going to try and entice someone in. He's probably going to hope that either me or Thingy's going to walk up to his general, and then he's going to pounce out of both sides of these woods, maybe. We'll see if anybody falls for it. And Greece is pretty far away from everyone, so I'm just trying to think. Right. Okay. Well, while I have a think, it looks like let's put it on double while I have a little think. Because obviously with the FFAs, what I like to do, this is likely to be split into 2 battles. And what I like to do is once one of them's finished is then show the other one when the 2 winners are sort of shaping up to face each other, that little 5-minute lull you get between the first battles and the last one. What I might do for this one, if it works out and this bit's particularly long, because it doesn't look like anybody's going to engage anytime soon, is whatever the other battle is going to be to mine. So if I take on SBQR, the battle between Macedon and Greece, or if I take on Macedon, the one between SBQR and Thing, I might have actually already put up in the corner, and you've probably already be watching it just to see what happens. I'll see how it goes. There might be a bit of time at the end anyway. I should have really watched this one first, shouldn't I? But there we go. Yeah, it looks like I've got the gist that there's something in the woods, so I'm actually going to take the long way round and probably come up against Macedon. That's a better match for me anyway. Carthage against Macedon is a bit better than against Rome. And let's have a look what the Greek's doing. Greek will definitely fancy his chances against Rome, especially if those Spartans are quite well upgraded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't really tell because the Cretans are in there and stuff like that. Oh, he did have a bit of cav hidden, so he's got a couple of Greek cav hidden there. Just waiting for the SBQR to show himself, really. Okay, right, well, just while we're waiting, I have some excellent news. Next year, my brother is getting married in Croatia, so I've blagged the missus to go to Italy for probably between 4 days and a week, depending how it works out with flights and stuff like that. So yeah, and I have permission to do a whistle-stop tour of the country. The only thing we have to do is go from Bari, which is right on the sort of top of the heel of Italy, over across to Croatia on the ferry. But the good thing about that is that the Battle of Cannae or the Battle of Carrhae, one of the Hannibal ones, is literally just up the road from Bari, so yeah, I'll be able to go and stand on the field of that battle, so that'll be good. Also, I don't know how much you know about Roman history and things like that. I would assume you've got some interest in it because of the game. I'm actually staying around the corner from Hadrian's Villa in Tivoli, which is just outside Rome. It's like got all these massive sort of palatial gardens. I quite like the palatial gardens. So rather than go to the Colosseum, I'm going to Hadrian's Villa. That's my number one. That's my number one on my hit list, funny enough. But also we'll be in and around Rome for 3 days, so going to be a couple of other things, and I might actually fly into sort of Tuscany and just sort of go have a look at I forgot the bloody name of it, Pisa and Florence. I'm not too worried about Milan and up north, to be honest with you. So there we go. Right, let me just put this on play a second, and what I'm just going to do, just because I've been waffling on, and I'm sorry if I've sketched you out with the map there. I was just I wasn't really looking at what I was doing. I was just sort of doing it. Let's go and have a look what's happening with me. So looks like I've rushed forward. Macedon's come up to meet me. He's got his archers. It's going to be a bit of tit for tat until we get the infantry fight on the go. I might fancy my chances of flanking him there, so it wouldn't surprise me if I push right up on him. You can see, has he split his cav? Yeah, he's splitting his cav. I've got the cav disadvantage, but I've got a couple of poennies that will make up for the horses, or that's what they're there to do anyway. That's why they're sat back so they don't get shot up. Let's go and have a quick look what's happening over this side. So SBQR has revealed himself now, so let's have a quick run through of his army. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Praetorian cav, probably 6 archers, and then 6 urban cohorts. They are gold. Can I see what the Spartans are yet? Not really. Okay, so what I'll do, because they're just going to face off now, so I'm going to leave this battle to it a minute, and then what I'm going to do is it may have already been on down in the corner, or may still be going on now, so we'll have a look at that, what happens with that. I'm just going to concentrate on this side now, because it looks like it's just about kick off, and then when we get a bit a little bit towards another lull, I'll carry on what I was saying, whatever that was. My cav's still hidden in the back there, so that will probably make its way over in a minute, because I don't think any routing units are going to come past me that way, so there's no point in keeping me there. It looks like we've just got a bit of a skirmish war going on over here. He's not moved any of his companions yet. The Royal Pikes are just set out how they're going to be set out. None of my pikes have dropped yet. I'm probably still thinking what I'm going to do. And what I'm going to do is run them up. So what I've actually got, I must have 5 sacred bands plus the generals for 6, 2 poennies, and then 4. So I'm going to have to marry up his cav, 3 effectively, if I count my poeni as a cav, you know what I mean. Put 3 on each side to marry up with his. The one big difference between our armies as well is that my general's in with my infantry, his is in with his cavalry, and obviously it's not too bad than being in with the cavalry, but when they're in wedge formation, they're at the front of the wedge, a la Alexander the Great. So yeah, if I've just got spears he's going to be defending against, so Alexander may want to watch that. Although I'm sure he wouldn't, because he sounded like he was a bit of a nutter, to be honest with you. Yeah, so my round shields, I've come from this side because I just want to see when I reveal my round shields, and it's a bit easy with the trees not being there. So I've pushed up my pikes now, my spears, sorry, onto his pikes. It's pretty much just a tit for tat, innit? Yeah, I think the general rule of thumb is that when you're up against other infantry types, so like urbans and things, you want to have quite a wide line so that you don't get flanked. When you're up against other phalanxes, you want to be quite deep so you push your way through it, disrupt their line. So if you've been keeping an eye on it, I've actually come in for my attacks now. So I've attacked his cav, my poenies are in there. One of my cavs actually gone because he got all 3 of them on one, whereas I'm sort of doing a bit of a tit for tat. So it looks like I'm going to lose that left hand side. My poenies did run in there and take out a few 1 or 2 horses, but he's going to lead them on the magical merry-go-round now. In the centre, he looked like he tried to do a flanking action, but he's actually had to pull one of them off to help out his cavalry, and then he's just left this one where it is for now. That should really be coming into the side of me. My sacred bands are actually losing, but you got to remember there's a lot more, there's 50% more in the Royal Pikes than there are that to begin with, so they're falling more quickly. You can see a couple of them that his centre's gone, so that's bad news for him. He's having a field day with my slingers. There's 24 cav there as well, so I doubt I'm going to be able to stone him. I'm rushing some poenies back, he's running some more cav across. I'm not really too fussed. Feel free to take out my slingers. I'm going to concentrate on more important things like your infantry and your general. My poenies are running in the back of his general as we talk. There they go. Down go the spears, and happy days with that. He's got quite a lot left in his cav, so that'll take a minute or 2. He's got some Royal Pikes chasing some cav that I'm not running. Have I backed up my slingers with anything yet? No, here come my round shields. They decided it's the time to help, probably when I saw those guys slingers getting taken out. So I'm going to take out this little bit of cav. He's routed already when he's seen them coming. You can see he actually got the better of my cav out here, which is bad news, because I think to my eye I've only got those 2 round shields left now, whereas this, yeah, yeah, I've not kept an eye on that, so that's bad form by me, so they deserve to die. He's got his infantry there. I'm actually coming in from the side as well, so that's going to drop pretty quickly. I've got some cav chasing his cav. I don't know why, because there's only a few of them left, and he's been shooting me up with his archers, so he's done really well there. That's quite a pretty good technique. Some companion cav fighting my poenies, so my poenies should actually win that. Yeah, it's a little bit messy. This was way back, way back, so this is probably from October 17, something like that. The FFAs are going to be the last thing that catch up, if you know. I mean, the FFAs are on like October, the 1v1s and the 2v2s are on November, December, and then the 3v3s and 4v4s are in February. Okay, right, let's have a quick look at where we're at. So he looks like he's actually retreating his army, or what's left of it. He's just going to regroup. I've done his infantry in. He's got a couple of pikes there, which I'm going to no doubt round up. What's he got here? He's running away his Cretans. I'm running up my slingers. I guess I'm going to try and shoot the back of someone here. Okay. I don't want to give too away much of that battle just in case he gets hit, but his general is still intact in the middle here. I don't know if anybody's going to come after him. No. So yeah, he's going on a full retreat now. I've pretty much done his army in. He's got a few remnants, but it wasn't quite a heavy cost. I've lost all my sacred band cav. Looks like I've taken a bit of a dig on the infantry as well. So yeah. Okay, so you can see that SPQR has actually seen him coming, and he's going around the. He's chasing after those two now. So what I'll do is we'll head over there, and whatever would have happened in that battle, I'll show that before, and I would have ended it as we hit this point at like 90,000 on the timer. So that battle would have ended, and we'll be up to this point. So let's have a little pause, and we'll have a little recce now that we're all joined up and see what's going on. Right, so his Praetorian his companion cav, he's decided he's going to start chasing down routers in it, which isn't a bad idea. I don't know if he's going to get enough by doing that to win, though. I've got a couple of round shields that are left. It wouldn't surprise me if they're heading straight for him, because they should catch him and they should do him. Regarding my army, Poeni, Sacred Band. So I've probably lost half my sacred bands, most of my skirmishers. I've got a bit of Poeni left and 2 cavalry. A couple of SBQR troops here. Urbans. Tia's got some royal pikes left and some archers. They're going to be firing at the Praetorian cav, but they'll probably get taken out soon enough. So a bit of Praetorian cav out the back. It looks like they kind of flipped around whatever happened in that battle. I just saw a little Greek flag over here, so we'll go have a look. This is where the Cretans are, so they're in there. But I think doesn't the trees diminish their attack if you're in woods? Okay, right. So let's have a look at this lineup then and just see what's going on. So we saw the 2 urbans were down the back there, plus these 4 here to the left. Here's the remnants of the Praetorian cav plus the 2 that are over there. So he's not lost too much, and there's all the archers, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it doesn't look like actually too much has gone on, apart from just trying to find the dead bodies. So what have we got there? A couple of urbans. Looks like there was a bit of a skirmishing. So yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's been particularly hurt either way. Just a few digs at each other. Probably Greece's archers of the one thing I can't really see. A couple of depleted units back there that will be shooting into the back. Okay, so Macedon has got his pike and his general that I'm just about to chase down. My troops all the way down here in the left. I'm going to try and come up in this gap. I don't like trees. SPQR is going to retreat and regroup out of the woods so that he's got everything close together, which is not bad by him. The Spartans have actually caught up with one of them though, so he's going to want to help them out, because that's a pretty healthy thing for normal unit scale. Just having a look what's going on with that general. Well, yeah, if we see the Macedonian general die in a sec, then we know what happened. Oh, here he comes, just over here on the right hand side. Probably going to come and meet up with his pikes, I would have thought, in the middle. I'm just resting up my troops and going to slowly bring them up. Okay, this is the cav on the right, there's the archers there. So yeah, Spider's pulled a pretty nice move on him. The only thing the Spartans and the hoplites have got a chance of catching is the urbans. So he's pulled them out the wrong way so that the Spartans chase him, left his archers where they were, and now they're all going to be shot from the back. I would have thought he'll start with the armoured hoplites and then work his way to the Spartans with the arrows. He's bringing all his cav around the side. Yeah, it's still going to be tough for him though. Definitely still going to be tough for him, that. You can see he's going for the Macedonian general. Bloody trees. Yeah, so he went for it and he thought better against it in the end because obviously Mate Boy's got his pikes there, so that's pretty good play. I didn't see them. Yeah, he was quite unlucky with that tier. That's quite a good little move to do. These Greeks are retreating back into those woods along with their Cretans. Remember, there was those 2 urbans back there as well, so they're going to get taken out if they don't get any backup. He's trying to retreat them. If this guy goes, this guy's will go straight after. Oh, there's 3 lots of urbans. Oh no, sorry, they died. Yeah, okay. I think Spider might lose that other set of urbans as well. There's a bit of companion cav coming back. Not sure he wants to go that way, or probably... Oh, he's just decided he's going to have a go at the Praetorian cav now. That's pretty good because they're just going to go straight to the spears, so nice. So let's crack on. I've completely forgotten where we were. Oh yeah, I'm out there not doing anything. I should really have been rushing up unless my guys were knackered. It looks like they're a mixture. Okay, so Macedon has just got his general left in his cav. So he's going to get it in a second, and then he had some pikes as well. They're down to 23, so they're going to go in a minute. But I think they would have taken a fair few of the cav out as well, so that's pretty good. He's got a little bit of cav coming in from the back, and all the urbans have suddenly started making their way over as well. So other than that, we've got Greece, who was chasing off 2 urbans at the back. Let's see how he did with them. There's one of them. So it looks like they're still running away. Yeah, they're chasing after him. And that lot are the ones that routed. So, okay, so the main action is with the Macedon general just at the second. Let's get right in there, just back where we were. I'd like to see the generals get their comeuppance. Where is he? There he is. He's got his back to us. Oh, he's gone. Oh, there he is. I don't know if I've got my round shields. If he runs past me and I've got my round shields there, I'll probably be tempted to go after him. Yeah, there we go. Happy days. So we're back to Rome v Greece now. Right, looks like the Greeks have turned round and are going to do a nice little formation at the front of these woods. Archers are getting chased off, they're exhausted. Yeah. I think I'm biding my time. I'm waiting for him to engage, and then I'm just going to rush over and do the snide thing. But I won my battle, so I've earned the right to do that. And plus, effectively, I didn't take out his whole army, but basically for all intended purposes did. So anything I get here is not only a plus kill to me, it's a minus to the eventual winner of these. So any kills I get will be a bonus. I would have thought I'll be looking at those Spartans and licking my lips and the urbans. I haven't got much infantry left. I've got a few skirmishers, tiny bit of cav, plus that one that's chasing off. they'll do some damage. There's not a lot of them. I need to just watch my general, because as soon as he goes, it'll collapse like a house of cards. Let's see if... yeah, the trouble with bringing no cav, or not having any cav, obviously, is that it can be quite hard to score points. If it's LMS, last man standing, it's not too bad, because, you know, if you really wanted to, you could just chase them around for a bit, and if not, just set them up in a box and, you know, just see what happens. But when it's scored, obviously you can't do that, because you're not going to win any points. In come the peeler. Obviously taking out the Spartans with their hit points. I don't know where the archers went. Oh, yeah, they're down here. And in comes the attack. So I would have thought what he's going to do is engage his front line and then have one or two behind as an anti-flanking force. You can see Spider sent a bit of cav around the left as we look at it, and he's still got this lot threatening from the right, plus the archers and a couple of one small unit of urbans. Yeah, don't worry, I just caught that one, so that's pretty good. He needs to watch the back of this centre line though a little bit. I would have thought, because they're engaged, I would have started rushing my units up, but it doesn't look like I'm in any particular hurry at the moment, so that's not the greatest charge. He should have gone for the one in the middle, but they both actually turned to face him anyway, so yeah, that's a bit of thrown away cav. And this can be the issue with Greece, if you haven't got the infantry to flank them. See the smoke in the distance behind my troops. I'm running up. Let's keep it like that. It should be quite interesting for when I turn up. Right, okay, so you can see he's doing a real good flanking job with these armoured hoplites. I really like the armoured hoplites. They're one of my favourite units in the game. It's going quite well. In comes the general. Is he going to wipe out those Spartans? Probably not with the general so close. They're pretty low as Spartans though. Some of the urbans have started to go. The general's gone. Just as I turn up, so I get to have a little dig at the Spartans, which is Sam. My general's in a nice formation. He's going to go straight in there and have a dig at him. In come my other ones, which are going to go for the SPQR. So, you know, I'm not. And then in come his Spartans from the back, so that's pretty good by him. So it's all getting very messy here. You know, I probably could have done better with that, but I'll be getting a load of kills just from hitting those Spartans straight in the centre. And from the side, from both sides effectively. He sent the SPQR. Oh, right, so I think I took his. I think I just took his general out, so that's pretty good. The SPQR in the centre's gone because obviously me and the Greeks, even though we're not the same team, are surrounding him. That means we need to face off against his armoured hoplites. I've got 8 Poennies against some armoured hoplites there, so they're not going to hold on for more than 30 seconds. I've got my. I thought I saw fire coming then. Doesn't say on Carthage, nothing should be able to flame. Maybe it's from the Cretans or something. The generals come back for SPQR. So yeah, it's now just between me and the... Oh, my cav's finally decided to turn up. I don't know what I'm going to go for. I would hope I'm going to go for the Praetorians, but yeah, I am, so that's why they're running. I don't know where my other cav went. Maybe you took out the Cretans or something on it. There he is, right on schedule. So I'm going to come in now, try and miss the chance. You see, he's just turned his spears in time, so that's pretty good. I'm probably still going to charge him in anyway. Like I said, this is from way back then. So, yeah, I'm probably done not too bad there, I don't think, because my kills would have been nice kills, you know what I mean, nice meaty kills. Plus, if I can take a few archers out as well, that'll do quite well. He's actually decided he's going to ambush my cav now because he's going to beat me because my guys are exhausted. I need to get these guys here bang into the back of that general. It's too late now though, so I could probably just do with taking these archers out, to be honest with you. That'd probably be the best use of them. He's blocked me off with his urbans. Not that I would have beaten the general anyway, so now it's just come down to these guys at the end. I've been slinging all the time. I've got loads of stones left, so they'll be slinging into the side of them. They're getting flamed from the back as well. Yeah, so my general is actually not holding up too bad himself. Although I'm not actually looking at him and they're not in a phalanx, they're actually alt attacking, so I don't know. Oh no, there you go. Yeah, they didn't actually have a chance to form up their phalanx though, which is not great. Yeah, they eventually succumb though once they were surrounded. So that's pretty much the end of me in this game. I've got some slingers left. They're obviously going to be doing some nice brutal damage. Close range. Yeah, I just saw one of them drop like a stone then, but yeah, I can not that I can imagine it, but yeah, just imagine getting hit by one of these stones point blank. Oh, now they're going to run away. Yeah, so it looks like my cav came back on that side, both of them. I've not got a lot left, but I've probably got enough to take out some archers if I'm clever enough about it. I've not got anything else left. All my slingers are just on skirmish now, so I'm just doing that annoying thing that always happens when you haven't got any cav. The spider's going to try and take out my general over here on the left-hand side. My guy's running like the wind. Oh. He took out a horse in his death though. Oh no, that was I took out his general. Sorry. Did that? That to me looked like my general took out his general then when he was routing. My general's still there. Maybe it was both. Did they both take each other time? We'll find out because I will actually go back and have a look at that now. So that's 160-ish. I'll go back and have a look at that, and if it does happen, I will put it in slow motion and cut it in somewhere. Just because I've got nothing better to do with my time, basically. Speaking of cutting out and cutting back in, you can see there's a hell of a lot of time left. It looks like it's going to be one. Actually, I'm actually doing the honourable thing in inverted commas and just attacking my slingers now. I'm going to try and go after the Cretans. The Cretans will probably beat my slingers. Actually, they're pretty tough. Let's just put it on double while there's still a little bit of interest in the battle. Yeah, my guy's getting taken out, so I think that's the last one for me. Okay, so yeah, he got me there. Let's have a look what Spider's got. He's got a couple of urban cohorts and some archers. So I can see what's happened is that everything is exhausted. We're all in the centre of the battlefield. It's a big old map, and Greece hasn't got anything to chase down the routers with. So yeah, what I'll do, because it is quite a long time, so I'm going to just pause that and then I will cut it back in a second. You just heard the little guy talking then, so yeah, see you in a second. Okay, right, so time is almost up. I think one of my units is glitched, one of my spears, but I can't locate him, so yeah, that was 5 minutes of my life I'll never get back. Okay, so it looks like we're going to finish quite even actually, I think. I won it though, so happy days. I got quite a few kills actually. Obviously that was Macedon. Okay, that is the missus who no doubt wants picking up from the bus stop. So yeah, good game to everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later.
Call me